Greetings, liaisons. This is part one of 2 parts on policy. When we do field instructor training, the policy piece is what takes the longest. And so I'm going to break these up into a couple of sections. And they're kind of not related to policy topics, so bear with me. All right, first one is student mental health. You are going to be a support to these students. You are going to be their cheerleader. You're also going to be the gatekeeper, but you are not their clinician. And so when you start seeing a student struggle, that is when you would pull out your referral for counseling that is in this other module that says student resources and refer them. Or say, hey, you seem to be struggling. Would you like the referrals for the online counseling? So just remember your role. You are not there to process their deepest, darkest mental health issues. We have to be real clear about our role. So let me know if you have any questions about that. Second, I told you they're unrelated. Use of personal equipment like computers. Pre-COVID, we did not allow this. Post-COVID, if the agency wants them to use their own personal computers and there are passwords and the agency feels good about it, we are letting them do that because of how much virtual work people are doing. We might go back to our old policy after COVID, but COVID looks like it's going to be here a while. So just make sure the student has oriented him or herself, sorry, very loud car, oriented him or herself to the policies of the agency. Number 3, transporting clients. Not allowed. Not allowed. They cannot take clients in a car and they're driving their own vehicle. Can they ride with clients in the car with another worker? Yes, but they cannot drive their own car. Other schools allow this. It sometimes puts our interns at a disadvantage, but our general counsel has decided not to take on that liability. This leads to another question that's often asked. Can students see clients alone? Absolutely, after they've had proper training. So a lot of field instructors get confused about this. Absolutely, students can see clients alone. Now, home visits alone, a little bit different. We would definitely prefer that they go out with someone else for safety reasons. And the last one for this video is changing a placement. So what constitutes changing a placement? If there is ethical or safety issues in a placement, I need to know that very quickly. If you feel like the student's safety isn't all compromised, or if there are sketchy things going on in the agency, we need to know, and that could be like a quick pull out. But what we all need to remember is we don't have agencies banging down our doors, especially in the online program. We have students all over. So if it is an issue like a personality conflict, which is usually what happens, we really want to use that as a teaching tool and help students work through that. Whether that's calling a special meeting to kind of get on the same page, of course, processing it with me, like next steps. But we do not change placements for students because they don't like who they're working for. They don't like the client population. It's not what they wanted. It really has to be either because there's an ethical issue, a safety issue, or I didn't mention this, the agency is not able to offer the experiences students need to meet their competencies. So occasionally, not often, a agency, it feels to me, misrepresents themselves in their paperwork, and I approve the agency, and then we realize it's not what it was cracked up to be. So those are sort of the 3 exceptions, and we want to teach students that they need to be able to work through some of these conflicts that they're having. So that's the first half of policy.